Thank you, President. I have a question for President Barroso. Unfortunately, President Barroso has left the debate again before answering any questions, but perhaps Commissioner Šefčovič will be able to assist. At the EU summit in December, he spoke about the question of the bank bailout in Ireland, and he said it will be wrong to give the impression that Europe has created a problem for Ireland and now Europe has to help Ireland. I hear it sometimes suggested the problem has been created by the EU or by the euro. It is exactly the opposite. I think that Mr Barroso perhaps protests too much. Of course, the Irish developers, the Irish bankers, the Irish government, they bear responsibility for the building of a massive property bubble which benefited a tiny section of the population. But what about the bank bailout? Together with the government, did the European Commission and the European Central Bank not support the idea of a massive, huge bank bailout at the expense of working people in Ireland? The consequence is that Irish people have paid more in terms of the bank bailout than any other state in Europe, less than 1% of the population spending 42% of the total cost of the bank bailout. Can the Commission also spell out the consequences of this thinking clearly? Does it mean that the notion of retroactive burden sharing of the bank bailout is off the table from the Commission's point of view? How does that square with the Irish Government's statements that this was agreed at the summit in June of 2012? This is not about asking nicely for Europe to help Ireland. It is about saying that all working people across Europe have paid more than enough to the bankers, the bondholders and the billionaires. The debt should not be paid.